If you just look at this. I'm sorry, this came out on March 24th. A long while. Yeah, probably not a long while, just like 3 weeks ago. Tops. Yeah. So we're gonna see how this is. Already played a demo, and now I'm gonna play the full game. But here we go. The shield hid the stars behind halogen, and flame projected onto the sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. Well, decision. I still can't sleep without that sound. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals. Not too loud. Places of worship. The swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spears and traced omens above the highway blight. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I didn't care, but for a while you did. Caught out on a greener to Chicago and onward to the west coast. You never left Louisiana and thought you'd never return. You thought the ghosts of lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road. The years carried you through overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo, across mountains, above cell towers. Dumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouch in the roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. By and by, you made your way east to New Jersey. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande. You joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. The war was the beam that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land. While hiding in the berth of the Freightliner, I prayed. You held the cross around your neck and mouthed a prayer to God. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. The ghosts were calling you back home. So, Act 1, Lowland Ghosts. You wake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. Look at me. I mean, my mind is just a really dark forest where a man kneels. You. You were traveling through the Midwest. The freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the greener porch. The cell towers peeked. Oh, we did this. We did this? No, we did. Cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The lights of suburban Memphis, the fences, the traffic, the stark shadows under a lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, silent, and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. Then what? You rode at the back of a van wedged between amplifiers from Chicago to Des Moines? Des Moines. You stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. This Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver, across the Rockies. Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights along those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers. You watched the ocean of outer space. You watched the satellites travel along their course down the Pacific coast, not specific. Summer days arrived. You built a bike in the garage in Eureka and took it south. Generator shows on the beach. Interstate on ramps teeming with personalities. The familiar smile on the face of the old man in its Central Valley ditch. Oh, him. That smile burned his image into your eyes. Miss, you are home again. Because your brother needs you. Because your mom died. You. There's that. Ditch man? The smile of a man who crouched in the ditch of the highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes, and mascara ran from his eyes. Catherine, your mom, died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath, along with a morphine drip and a rattling of glass. That's how Catherine died. Okay, your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling image boards. Yes, kinda. Not really as much anymore. Scrolling image boards. Well, that's like Reddit. An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. What else? Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving, now he's terrified of you dying. He needs to get over it. When I think of him, all I feel is guilt and obligation. Uh, let's see. I'm like here. I'm like so. Here, the younger brother's like, oh no, the shit has gone south. I can't do anything. Um, when I think of him, all I feel is guilt and obligation. No love or anything like it. Brothers is oblivious. Her grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from hers, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, we asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Grant said, he responded. He looked confused. What did she say? Oh no, I'm not. Let's not be that person. That brother. Hopefully not that brother. Offense. You assume Melina has been keeping the planets alive. Million. I think he's a robot. A flyer. A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. You still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake shot fireworks from the roof of a hotel on Poydras Street. Sleepless and sober, the two of you walked back to Norco. You watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. What was next? Laptop. Let's go to monkey. Oh, sticker. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Outside, cold January air spills through the open window. Is it warm? The low sun washes over the neighborhood. A small flock of blackbirds dissolves into the tree line. towards the lake. Commuter traffic glints along Apple Street as a pair of wrens weave out of the overgrown lot next door. I forgot, it just suddenly does that. Monkey, your best friend, a childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years. His eyes fill with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Starring contest part 1 clips. Lust will appear in fashion pattern. Match the pattern to meet monkey's gaze. Ready? Oh, this is new. Uh, sure. Oh, success. You successfully meet monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Starring contest part 2 rings. Circles will appear from monkey's eyes. The outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle when the outer ring locks into place. Okay. Anger melts from monkey's face. Take monkey. You drag monkey over your shoulder. Oh, I'm almost there. Monkey. Monkey stares at you. You stare at monkey. Keep staring. He stares with more intensity until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Keep staring. Little circles of light pull on the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. Look away. Guess we're good. Laptop. Laptop, your parane. Parane, what is that? Parane. I'm gonna be looking up words because I still need to. I like looking up words I don't know. Parane means. Parane means. Um. Oh, military. Oh, it's a Cajun word? Interesting. Cajun word often used in southern Louisiana, meaning godfather. So I guess I think it literally means godfather. Wake laptop. As the screen eliminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. See, if the computer was on and with it like unlocked, I guess we should look. Okay. Need cash facts? Need cash facts. Need cash fast. Install Quackjob. Use promo code hashtag bully3 for up to 0.005 quack coin. Oh wait, it's crypto. Go all the way up. Okay. Mod archive all YX2Q posts at. Oh, this is a mod. Like a subreddit, I guess. Anime posts here? Nope. This is a wasteland. Mods are all social justice warriors. They're posting. Nice one, Jackass. Red I even posted. Wanted to run something by you, gents. While sucking out. What does that mean? Wait. Sakalite means crappy? I'm like learning words now. Okay. I was knocking out though. Saw a big round glowing thing in the sky. Called at the sun. Buddy, out to someone else sitting at 2 near the Paris Canal. Right at the sun. I see that every day. Opie has been rising and setting every day I've been alive. Drop it, everybody's here or not? Nothing like this, but birds in them swamps be acting weird. We've all seen the sun. It's like it was made of glass, will glow real bright, and not at all moved fast. As big I could get. All kinds of shit been happening out that way. Get some sleep? The fuck kind of name is Crackdown? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. Apps away getting you to join the cults. Worse than them people living in the mall encounter. Oh, is that squatter mall? You can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everybody knows it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. Want to do a thing about shields? Well, they'll ban you on the spot for using a naughty word. Place is a joke. Clarinet's nothing but celebs, libs, and bots. Oh, someone says, seen this exact thing, OP. So there? Seen at the base of the upper suction. Snip. Resolution, top security filter. Nah, I'm good. What's liner notes? Overload? Oh, we're here. And this is the oil refinery. Other birds. Cool. Anyway. Let's go to... Oh, got books. Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. Read. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Monks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of the disaster were central to that emerging milieu. They began to percolate into popular culture. Clasp became the zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. What was all this? Crisis. Oh, crisis. Oh, I guess this is like the background. It's just setting the scene. There's a disaster. Okay, alright, memory. Okay, this laundry first. Your mom's unfolded laundry. Oh, that's sad. Television. That's not the only thing. Or just look at it. An old defective flat screen that your mom never bothered to bring to the curb. Mail. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Shield Oil Community Notice. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the side of our number 5 stack, near Good Hope, on the evening of Thursday, March 19. This will pose no health risk to residents. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco Office of Community Engagements. So I assume that the chats, that person in the chat, is looking at that mysterious light. Couch. Memories of sleepless nights, the dull refinery home, and the red halogen half-darkness. Her mom sitting here, staring through the window. There's a tension in her demeanor, as if he were interrupting some urgent and obligatory tasks. You continued to the kitchen with no words exchanged. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. It was Blue. I can't like the other one. We'll never know who Blue was. Photo album. Family photo album. Look. The only pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather. a peculiar look in his face, impossible to read. Her mom staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist, pleated khaki shorts. A photo labeled "Duck," scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue, her father. Oh, though you never thought of him that way. His skin stained by the sun, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket, his easy smile, his knowing eyes. You set the book aside. Collection on photographs. Your mom, your grandfather, Blake, Blue. Let's look more info on these new people. Oh wow, we're getting a web. The web is like developing. Okay, next. Blue. Is a vague memory. You don't remember Blue. Only the things you left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, the name that your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Your grandfather, Peter, Pops Peter Melanchthon. He passed away when you were a teenager. He seemed to court controversy, though as a child you never understood why. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. Maybe we'll make things much clearer as we play along. Does this work? You turn on the television. A chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Tune in. Okay. Photograph. A photo of your mom holding a Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand behind the you stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. Okay. The heat of spring will soon arrive, and the mildewed air of the window unit will fill the room. Mildew. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. The western margin of the lake. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of YW9D left the settlements of Frenier and La Branche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of the lake. My critiques of deliberate externality. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resident land through a variety of mechanisms. Mather and Moore, YX1Y, argue that one such mechanism is the process of deliberate externality. This theory posits that key corporate decision-makers encourage the company to emit effluent and noxious substances into the environment with the explicit intention of decreasing neighboring property values. So, chemicals in the land, people get sick, they realize they have to move out, and then, yeah, that kind of thing. There's a town in New Jersey that's actually, I know it has full of like chemicals in the groundwater. It's really bad. This compels residents to sell their properties below market value. Yeah, this is it. They relocate as quickly as possible, but some people can't do that, not in this economy. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines. Jacobs, YXTD, up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, YX2B, slavery was the deliberate externality from which Shield continues to profit. Pollution was never needed. Pets like the Espora. In the end, we decided to leave dimes. It wasn't the cat cracker, or the smells, or the fear for our children's health that drove us away, though they played a part. Truth be told, it was the media's attention. The spokespeople and academics and all of this. I was done with it. I was done being a poster child, done being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. Laboratory. We still got stuff to look at in the house. Kitchen. Oh, this is a new area. So what is very religious? It's like my mom. You discovered so many dead cockroaches in this. I'm not gonna talk about my old microwave in my old house. The LED screen had cockroaches in them. It was so, and we still used it. It was so bad. We had to get used to it. That's the worst part. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock. You read my mind, I swear to God. A dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. But like, where did the guts end up? That's the worst part. Ugh, I don't want to think about that microwave again. That was like a while ago. That was years ago. And I don't want to be reminded of that microwave. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Poor mom. Laundry room. You're always frightened by the laundry room. It's literally an open archway. Honestly, they're not that bad. If it was closed, that's a different story. Let's go to the attic. The creepy attic. Your old house has a lot of those bugs. Yeah, yeah. What's this? Boxes. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. What does that mean? What's the end? What is this? It's very silent. Even though this is the attic. I was expecting more of a spectacle. I guess not. Okay. Attic. To the backyard. Oh, okay, let's go to the front yard. Oh, sorry. Okay, front yard. Yeah, my old house had a lot of cockroaches, and we had like a few mouse here and there. Um, Mice. Sorry, not mouse. Mice. It was a good time. Like after like the whole house, the second floor of the house where we lived at, when it was renovated, it just like stopped. But that was when we moved out, so we didn't know where the mice went or where the cockroaches went. So yeah, let's look inside. 3 times this house has flooded. I can say the same. The first flood. The first flood is the shadow from memory, placing your feet down on your drenched carpet. Your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a clustered little table. Second flood, you were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class, watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom, saying, "Stay in Destrehan. I'll come get you." For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, he would sometimes help. When it flooded in our house, not the old house, the new house, we would spend until like 4 a.m. trying to get the water out. Um, uh, this year's or was it last year? This year's or last year's flood was like the worst. Like someone went in my room, and you could tell why I decided to remove the tiles in my room because the wood underneath it, uh, the water seeped into the wood underneath the tiles, and then it kind of warped some of the wood. And now the tiles on top were like misaligned. It just looks like a disaster. But it doesn't look that bad. Like only 5 tiles, or maybe like 6, because the one I'm on like right now, underneath this chair, there's like a crack. I have to fix that. But so steady was the race. Third flood, another pump failure. Then another thing, I heard that a lot of houses, um, when the hurricane happened last year, the a lot of the pumps failed, so a lot of people had to like get the water out manually. My mama hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees reach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewerage, much of the sewerage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. I think this option didn't pop up until like now. But this is what is to become the fourth flood. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. Ouch, it's too hard. It's too harsh to think about that at this point in time. Uh, Mary your cat? Mary, cat, Mary, cat, Mary, cat, Mary, cat, Mary, cat, Mary, cat, cat. Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. Let's feed the cat. Come on, let's do it. Okay, Mary. Her grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Walk to Mary. Miss Mary looks odd. You'll observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Inspect further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. Uh, can I poke you? You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. Uh, it snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics, carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. What the heck? Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. Oh, you read that. Hey, that was weird. Oh, I ruined the Virgin Mary. Really? Backyard. Oh, wait, birds. 3 crows saw you from the power line. Oh no. The overhead light of the neighbor's kitchen illuminates yellowing wallpaper and unused furniture. Hector. Prybar. A steel prybar lies on the ground. Motorcycle. Her mom's old 4-cylinder 35cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Truck. The truck was your grandfather's. Remember riding in his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasps that collected behind the seats still. The smell of grease, whiskey, nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was definitely going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since her mom's death. I assume that's Million. Yeah, that's Million. Refinery. The towers of the refinery wink in the subtle, and familiar rhythm. Container. Her mom kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. Crabnet. Disintegrating crab nets. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise. The chicken next to the bottom ring of your net. Submerge it. Sit there nursing your coffee while the swamp raised its voice. You'd come home with a dozen or so crabs, snapping and frittering in a burlap bag. You assumed your mom hadn't been out on the water much this past year. Probably. Okay, Million. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall that night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Speak. Kate, you're awake. Can't sleep. Cather used to say the sound of the refinery helped pacify you. Perhaps that is no longer true. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on the bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. I wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? Her mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting her research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows where its whereabouts? Who exactly will want to see the data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. Who is this client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. I took her knowledge for granted. She always kept strange company. An occupational hazard, I suppose. So anyway, that's all. So lots of places to explore. Our mom has been working with odd people here and there. And yeah. Um, Malia, what Malia is this? This is probably like her face. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. To find her family? What? No. Million was a fugitive. Was a fugitive, not just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house, like any discarded thing would. Million. I stop. Uh, her mom was conducting research for who? For a client in Fat City. Who's this client? Her mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know, and we'll probably know more later. Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right there in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Ugh, that kind of sucks. Now let's go to the front yard and then go on the streets. What's this? Auto private investigators. We snoop for you. This is the corner of Apple and 3rd Street. Snowball stand. The snowball stand is closed for the winter. But what if I want a snowball? I wish they could make like ice cream stands inside like restaurants where it's all like heated and stuff. That makes much more sense, but I think again they'll need like a storefront. But like inside. So it's a store inside. But yeah. Hello. The turtle. He crawled out the trash can. Don't touch him, see. He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in the water. Trash water is not clean. We got to go, see. Just let me stir it a little longer. He's pretty. Let's see. Lucky Tavern, the bar, or dimes discount. Let's go to the tavern. Um, the Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Apple Street. Uh, Times discount. Oh, film set. The film crew is set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand passively above a corpse. Approach the set. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass. Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's the detective drama cut. None of your goddamn business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. So, is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's going to be. Hey, you know what? Oh, wait a second, wait a second. You from around here? Yeah. We could use some cultural expertise. You might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama, and all these knuckleheads are from LA. Nathan on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin. I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah. I forgot. Her Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. Oh, that don't make you a cowboy, Oz. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. Yeah, this guy's intense. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? This script needs some work. What do you say? Fine. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. I know, you're a redneck, real salt of the earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? Damn, so just take a knee. Alright. Anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple, a lowlife. Fish devil? Rubbish devil? You know, solemnly. Wow. Now that is some spicy Louisiana shit right there. Did you get that, Noah? Write that shit down. Crawfish down. Damn, that's good. That's sultry. Who says that? No one says that. No one at Julius says Noah. But we're down here in the muck. I've been hearing all kinds of people say it down here. It just slipped my mind. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murder, to kill? Slay. Send them home with the roosters. Splatter them with the oyster flavored peanut butter? Oyster flavored peanut butter? You maintain severe eye contact. Jeez, that's vile. That's repulsive. Just like this fucking place. I absolutely love it. Noah. Yes. Sla- Splatter him with the oyster flavored peanut butter. Got it? Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied. The crawfish devil. Slaughter up another poor bastard with the oyster flavored peanut butter. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? This is how real people speak, Noah. It's how people talk outside Silver Lake, you understand? Real people are out here saying weird real shit all the time. So memorize that line. Because that line is gonna win me a Golden Globe. Oh, the director half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. If ever you need anything, talk to Noah or somebody else on set. Just don't bother me. I'm busy. Now get lost. That was so intense. Let's go getting a fuse. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Well, well, well. Look who's back. What happened? Carnival forgot you beside the road. And you even brought your little doll. Oh no, wait. That's cute. Not because my mom died. Uh, let's see. Wow, Troy, you look like shit. I ain't even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family so chill but you so uptight? Like you know anything about my family. Bruh, that ain't like Norco, some big metropolis. We used to go out to LeBronch with Catherine and Blake while you were busy, what were you doing? Bleaching your hair or some shit? Now they got all of these clowns like you saying Catherine dead. They wouldn't let her go that easy. You're trolling me? Trolling me? Why would I say trolling? Get lost. I mean, he owns the store, so I don't see. You don't get it, do you? Lucky you got somebody like me to break things down for your dim-witted ass. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. The rim of the lake? She used to pay me the help from time to time, matter of fact. She needed somebody smart, somebody vigilant, somebody like me, especially with Shield snooping around. I've seen some wild shit out in them swaps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it. Might hurt your brain. And anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking the truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, at the very least. That sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Might really. Yeah, shovel off then. Right loader. A freight loader is being prepared in the Bator woods over the levee. The levee. Not levee, levee. What's a tavern? Home? Time for let's go. Those are. Can we just use the one in the kitchen? How could your mom spill? Okay, cool. Okay, should probably save. Hey, hey, Troy. Troy knows her family. He was buying pills from Blake, okay, and occasionally helping her mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Okay, so it's getting a bit more crowded, which is a good thing. But we need to know who we are and why we're here. Okay, let's save again. Something might happen, I swear. Having them pills? Only way you're getting through. Yeah, I got your pills. Smart move. Glad you crossed the pickle line this time, punk. Oh, cool. Dog food. Dusty bags of dog food landed in the shelf. Why are they dusty? Someone's buying them? Hmm. Fuses. Candy. Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Get a fuse. Fuses hang on the shelf. Okay. You grab a fuse. I detect that your merchandise. I detect that that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. Use item in inventory, drag the item from the inventory menu to the tenant target. Right. Return the fuse to the shelf. Wait, no. Fuse. Manual price scanner. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. You wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. Ooh, okay, they don't check IDs, they don't card you here. Um, hmm. A fuse for her mom's motorcycle. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Your talk this. The disembodied, illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Good evening. How may I help you? You own this place? I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated, semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Perilou and Sons LLC. Discountware is licensed to Perilou and Sons LLC via the standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreements. How do you like this job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across the Southeast region. American Discount South, I just say ADSI. ADSI is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about ADSI. You know Troy, the guy outside. Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to Perilou and Sons LLC. Perilou and Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. So why Troy get fired? ADSI prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. ADSI works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At ADSI franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any ADSI franchise location, please visit American Discount SE-ADSC today. I'm good. Good world. Falling Shield Industrial Complex. Long ago, it was plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. The chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of this machine. Towers, carbon and alloy, and stainless steel. Among the columns sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. The webwork crosses high and low, over and under traffic and water and concrete, like veins, like gossamer, like neural circuitry. Lights everywhere. Metal halide, 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 metal halide roaming the river's expanse. Coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs winking, thinking, knowing, saying something, speaking, burning eyes, seeing. Something to decipher in all that Norco light. I remember Blue. You only think that you knew. When he died, I never did too. Oh, very ominous. Oh, they were talking about, yeah. Not ominous, it's just sad. Got the fuse? Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with this truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of his time at Sarpy paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there? One sec. Just let me know. Firebird. Okay, let's go. Ooh. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Interact with party members by clicking the pointers in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. Million shots over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visits. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there. How's Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of her grandfather. After he was expelled from Destrehan, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness. Now that she's gone, I'm uncertain of what to expect. Space can ruin people. Perhaps. I want to apologize for leaving. Um, I want to apologize. Or, I'm sorry. This is hard. I'll say sorry. Blake took it very personally, but your mother understood. She always wanted you to experience America while you could. Did you take it personally? No. How have you been? I am always the same, Kay. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Sounds zen. Perhaps. What's it like? What's it been like around town? Shit has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's bond to the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted shield activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it. However, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? I haven't spoken to her in years. How would I know? Has Blake not mentioned anything? Nah. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Oh, that's a good mystery. Catherine. Her mom was conducting research. Oh, I know. nothing research in the lake. Her mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something. But what? Reports of construction. Her mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Her mom saw something in the lake. Oh yeah, you can go on that. It's RP books. Oh, they talk to teens. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Where does Sal come from there? I don't know. She's been here for a while. Seen her eyes? As he reaches down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Aw. Them eyes are something, Brett. The driver. A young man leans against the station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone, his silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Started doing this wire shirting a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? He's like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Nearly broken axle driving over a pothole in Holly Grove. This is my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Drove anyone interesting? There's all types around here. Some guy drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning. Asked me to wait. He got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou, came back up a minute later with a bag. Towed off, got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird, I don't know. And a while back I drove some lady out to the medical district. He was an odd one. Seemed kinda sick, asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. There's just all types. Cool. Her mom used to come here to dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she always managed to find some occult artifacts. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. Then they tried selling vapes cartridges, then kratom, then enemy wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. For a bookstore? Not desperate for business. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Hey, Emilian, when'd you get back to town? I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird. I guess so. But anyhow, okay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar above your eye. Yeah, I'm a badass. You know what? I agree. Heard you ran into Troy. That guy. My god, he's such a clown. I was keeping up with your travels online, but I haven't seen you post in a while. I lost my phone in Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Hopes that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. That because of your mom, huh? Sort of. I know it wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Mike would say she was a great person, but a terrible mom. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. That means a lot, thank you. Of course. I lost my dad a while back. Also to cancer. He was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time, ending up giving her a concussion. I couldn't wait for him to die. And what he did, I danced. But as the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit. Never easy. I worry about your brother. Our mom's illness was taking its toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was heading to the Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple of times. Did you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I surprised him. I'm sure he'd be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Rutan? For the books. He scanned the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. He picked the slim, self-published paperback from the shelf, then flipped to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of disrepair, hidden from the daylight. Blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Not being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bottled water. Didn't think it would be like this. Good Hope Cemetery easement. A carbon copy of a document authored by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. The document outlines the parish's intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of the Shield Industrial Complex. This easement will allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. Grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. Oh, that's weird. Crouton. So this here is a illustrious crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out, backlinking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Scars, you say? Scars, you say? Scars? Oh wow! Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Escort. Seems to be getting a little excited. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down? No. No! No, really. Stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Oh. I can do it again. Wait, autosave? Yeah, okay. Ah, okay, do it again. Oh my god. There we go. Oh. Let me see. What the fuck just happened to the cat? Okay. God damn it. I told you to stop fucking with the cat. Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? Okay. Okay, I love you. I know you're going through a hard time, but I'm a little pissed you just you launched the cat through the ceiling. Just give me some space, okay? Where's the phone case? Oh, it's cute. In the demo, there wasn't a phone case. This is, not over the Cruton thing, in case you're wondering. Sorry, but I got a cool looking case. Goodbye. You hope Erica is correct, and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? Uh, oh, this is new. Several weeks ago. What's his name? Retina Orleans Neuro Visioning Clinic. What brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. You were referred by Mr. Richard? Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather you'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete and cracked the driveway, and the concrete broke into pieces. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he remained silent. He sat quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Father's house was suffocating. Couldn't wait to get out. And that's why you married Blue. Hey, Tipkin. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just going through this, Louisiana one-click adventure. Yeah, pretty good. I like your chicken emote. Aw, so cute. Yeah. I'm just chilling. We're doing some reading. I always like reading stuff because I always want to know things because earlier I learned what let's see what a white crappie was. It's called there's some like terms and slang that gets thrown into this game and I'm like, hold on, what does that mean? So it's like it's a fish. It's not what you think it is. I thought it was like something dirty, but it's not really. So that's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it wasn't my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? Yes. That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real. Why? The sky wasn't a version of some other sky. Sky that was corrupted, misplaced. It wasn't a Norco sky. Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the first stack of the refinery in his eyes. I never apologized. Huh? Say that? I don't know, what does this mean? I have no idea what this means. Can we like roll for it? Or is this like memories or reconstructing a memory? How was it after that? And the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house, nursing Kay, and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He could sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, he said he fell 5 stories. He went to identify his body on Thursday night. I remember the temple of the streetlights, the police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet, she and I. Um, sure what's gonna happen at the end. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Well, let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Abe was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. I took her home, knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcome any trouble I could find. Oh. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a spear. Follow me in the lake. When? Recently? A few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Wizard's branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, the spear, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes. I see. It seems this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional dots or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal, and no cause for alarm. Thank you for your patience, Miss Madrid. Wow, this is weird. He's all like, oh, like wavy. You know, like a pool noodle, or like a gas, like a car dealership tube. You know, the tube that goes like, ooh, like that. No idea what Super Duck wants from me. Better check my phone. Oh, wallet watch. So 0.032 quack coins is $10. Wow. Case picker. This one. I always wanted one of them. Yeah, right. I know that was it like a convention last year and they had that, but it was weird because I don't think it was the conventions. It wasn't the con. It was the convention center people that they had it open, they had it on, and then they for like 5 minutes, and then they turned it off and took it down, and I'm like, huh? So I'm confused. Where'd they go? There is one of those like little desktop version ones, but I heard they aren't that good. So yeah, um, my direct. Welcome to the Oxnard My Direct Medical Portal. 6281. Blah, blah. I just delete. When I see this, I delete it. Verification codes, I put them in the website, and I just delete the message. Okay, online billing form. Yes, your SMS notification service is now confirmed. A bill for an outstanding balance of a bill for oh my god, outstanding balance. So jeez, an outstanding balance. Ooh, the last outstanding balance is $15,872.33. Ouch. Okay, duck. Minimal duck. Too long, old friend. Toss the water on the other side of the tracks. They have me on chemo. Terrible. But I have out myself. Got me carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. I don't doubt that for a minute. Praise the glory of God. Something on your mind, Kate? Don't want to raise your blood pressure. Try me. Super contacted me. So he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went. Don't mess around with Super Kate. That thing's got no soul. I like to run what all it touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. I can't leave for the kids to clean up. Blue left him a little bit with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Find peace. No peace for me. Don't get mixed up with that thing, Kate. I'll tell you now, it won't go how you want it. Kate, god damn it, hope you're listening. Blake. That's the bro. Where you want, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. I had to drop something off at your parents. Been gone a while. I had to make a couple stops. I'm okay, I promise. Blake, have you heard from your sister? Yeah, she said she's okay. Where is she? She didn't say. Dear, where did my pills go? Oh no. Uh-oh. And the MTG. We'll call back. In a meeting. How'd it go, Mom? We'll call. Ma, he came back round. I'll be home soon. Calling Uncle Chip. It's fine. Love you. Love you, sweetheart. Blake, can you hear me? Can you come to the living room, please? Something's happened. I'll do anything. Everything's okay. You need to stay home. I'll be fine, I promise. Love you, my nerd. Love you, Mom. Assuming what this was, might have been. There's no dates for each message. But the living room. Was before she passed away. So, I'm not sure. Either something on TV happened, or the TV broke. Okay. Just checking in. Please text me when you can. I'm fine. Where are you, dear? Arizona. We're in Arizona. I get it. Love you. Just checking in. Still in Arizona? New Mex. Be careful. It doesn't seem safe to be there right now. Call when you can. Getting worried. Okay? Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Really getting concerned. Please call. They put me on another round of chemo. I'd love to hear from you. Call? Hmm. Maybe if I wasn't harsh in my decisions, this might be more to it, but I'm not starting off on a good note. Oh, back down. It says here I need to go to the curious duck. Okay, install Quack. Do work, earn Quack. Install Quackadrome and set up MFA. Meet contact at Curious Quack. Duck. The Curious Duck is the nearest rendezvous to your location. More information awaits you there. Incomplete. Receive orientation. Receive orientation at Eagle, Janitorial, and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Alright, so far this game, we live in Louisiana. Both our parents died, and we're living the flashback of our mom. Um, yeah, this is moments before she died. Um, our brother, our brother is missing. I think the name of our brother is Blake. Blake is missing. He doesn't give a he doesn't give a damn about our mom, and yeah, it's just a wreck. Attendance, ma'am. I, ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual distortion are common side effects of a versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, no, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Mother. First name, Catherine. Mother? Mother? I think Mother. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services, and it is provided as is without warranty. You are eligible for a free sync anytime before New Year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neuro Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. What does that mean? Are we synthetic? Is our mind synthetic? Um, the unmarked Neuro Versioning Clinic is empty tonight. A business of questionable repute, it caters largely to clients of modest means. It keeps odd hours to accommodate students and evening commuters. Online reviews range from lukewarm to alarming. Are you right? Like, I guess we are right. Billboard. The uncanny smile of injury, personal injury lawyer Martin Smart hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of the drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. Oh, sorry, I didn't read chat. Uh, oh yeah, Kelsey, you're on the Cheerio break. Did you get like a whole collection, a whole variety of Cheerios this time, or just one? I had multigrain Cheerios this morning. They're pretty good. I thought it would just, I thought it would just be the grains, but I think there's like a glaze of sugar on it, which is cool. Uh, oh yeah, by the way, I do have a VoD YouTube channel up, so feel free to like browse through and subscribe if you can. Um, I feel like this game will definitely be added. Um, yeah, Interstate 10. The Interstate Expressway traces its car down Claiborne Avenue from east to west. East? The bridge cuts east through the Treme and the 7th Ward like places whose stories should be forgotten and left behind in haste. The pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East above the industrial canal, the moldering strip malls, the narrow expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi and the winter weeknight darkness, and onward to Florida, where it terminates. West is the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is a concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Paris line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Tupelo crown spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco. Christmas. Overpass? What's this? Onlooker. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet? No. What is it? A puppet show. They always start late. I'll tell them I helped load the gear, so I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. Charity Hospital. A newly refinished Art Deco structure closed beyond the overpass. They turned Charity Hospital into art lofts. Disgusting. This strawberry in half a cup? Oh my god, are we running out of Cheerios? Oh, we gotta get a job soon. Puppet theater. A makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. Where are we now? Transporter. City Hall. Oh, this is a new place. Window. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza and the deepening winter nights. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of oak trees in the park. The air this evening is as dry as it's been since spring. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Streets, the pulsing taillights, the shift workers running towards the bus. He watches an airplane climbing from Armstrong International as passengers look down at the warm glow of the city. The oak trees, the traffic, the frail woman stared from the street. Warm glow and darkness, wind from the lake. You got plenty of Cheerios, but you're restraining yourself. I see. Have you ever tried those Cheerio bars? I know that it sometimes comes in a variety pack with cinnamon toast crunch cereal bars and something else cereal bars. I think the Pops. I don't really like Pops cereal. I remember our dad used to get a lot of those when I was like really young, and it was like at our old house. But it was not it it was like corn pops, but they tried putting sugar on it, and there wasn't enough sugar. It didn't taste all that well. I tasted more of the corn and like the sugariness of the cereal. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but like yeah, it wasn't my favorite skater. I think there's a new place. A man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Okay, let's speak to him. Beautiful night, huh? What are you doing here so late? Skating the steps. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? How so? People pass through this building at night you'll never expect. You know that. What did he call themselves? The Gregs? Garys? Can't remember the name. No idea. The kids that squatted the Promenade Mall? They're obsessed with Dawn? Nope. Then it probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see them come in and out of City Hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're a full rig, Gary, whatever, you get to wear the blue polo shirts. Sounds like a joke, and it is, but I don't think they realize it. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at nights. Why did they come? What would they be doing here? I wish I had a clue. A cool front, finally. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on the wooden stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, I left that at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You need an employee ID badge to enter. I hear strange people come through here at night. Guy out front mentions squatters. mentioned squatters in polo shirts coming in and out of the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. Okay. DD. French Quarter. Googles? How's your night, ma'am? Not great. Sorry to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? Uh, sure. Sure. All I got is a book. Really appreciate that. Change has been hard to come by this evening. Didn't know we'll be going head to head with sketchy Santa. This side says he's raising money for veterans. Last night it was for leukemia. Night before that, it was for something else. I respect the grift, but he's still our corner. He may need help. It sounds like he may need some help. I don't doubt that, considering he tried to kill us. Yeah, with a knife. Wow. It was dull, so it just bruised a little. Well, that's a little extreme. That's terrifying. Are you sure you're okay? Doesn't hurt as long as I'm drunk. So thanks for the $1, lady. Yeah, thanks for the pain relief. A hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Oh hey, hi. Flannel lass? He watches Catherine with a silent grin. So is this... I'm Flannel lass, and these... He makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of baked meats. Are my dumpy dogs. Silent smiling resumes. He begins to pick at the lint that peppers his jacket. Flannel, ass, dumpy dogs. He nods and smiles. Would you like one? Don't know my stomach can handle it. I'm not in the best of health. I worry that one of these may kill me. No, they're good for you. They're just a bit old. Boss says he won't resupply me with more until I sell the ones I have. But the more time passes, the harder they are to sell. How old are they? Business was popping, like I was doing really well, selling a lot of dogs back in YX2D. YX2D? That's nearly a decade ago. Yes. Enthusiastic nodding. Anything else I can help you with? Nah, but I'm not gonna go often. Santa. Crowd. And that is why Mary Laveau opened a t-shirt and a camera shop on Royal Streets. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost store. If we're just going to walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but... Excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'll be fun. I'm having an alright time. The city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? I hate New Orleans. Well, ho ho ho. Santa's eyes roll wildly in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are ya, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer? I gave my last dollar away. I just let go of my last dollar. That dollar was for me. How about it? $1 for some Christmas cheer? I just took out my last dollar. Dude. Hey, where are you stuck? There's a small plaque next to the door. It says curious stuff. This is the place. Door's locked. Door's locked. Okay. Door pass. Let's open it. Hmm. So you changed your mind. Getting hungry? Craving a dog? Curious Duck's door is locked. What's with the shop over here? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. The Curious Duck? We'll just let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? So what's the knock? I can't say. Sorry. It's urgent, please. Well, I do need some business. Alright, I'll buy one of those old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Double. How much? Just $14. Oh, I don't want to pay $14 for a hot dog. What the hell? Who wants to pay $14 for a hot dog? The hot dog better come with condiments, a whole ass salad, a drink, two sodas, some nuggets, a whole meal. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? Christ. Do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn. Well, what if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine. It's a deal. We're gonna. Oh, a crowd has arrived to watch the show. It's taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's going to eat itself. Uh, do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? If you like to live dangerously, there's a guy selling old hot dogs up the street. Sounds like a delicacy. Always looking for ways to fortify my intestines. The show is getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. Okay. The show is getting started. I should take a seat. Gator Farm exit. Swallow, I hide. I'm born this evening. My last child died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads, behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I lived on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes on him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this, and you may again leash me like a dog. Hey, very. Oh, what? Is this? Wait, there's keyboard, mouse, input stuff? Oh, wow. Hello, fisher fool. You trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hanging dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. Game with a very big value. We haven't had the cereal bars in like a million years. Should get them. Oh, oh. Been a long time since. Been a long time since. Been a long time I seen anyone down this bayou. Y'all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. She took my child from me. I buried him when I found him, near where she stay. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her. But she know better than to show her face. We're gonna cut that big skull of hers. That'll be something worth bragging on. That'll be a roadside marvel. There'll be money to make. I see that rifle you're holding. What do you say? Um, Agreed to the deal. I wanna cut that door. Hmm. Yep. You say it's all I will? Yeah. I think that, um, revisit that, taste of, like, the sugary milk. The middle part was so much sweet. An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. Oh, it was literally an alligator. Over here. 3 crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank. Mm. Oh, there is damage. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh, you did my bidding, Fisher Fool. It's like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake. Oh, not to buy you ghost. President's play. Accepted world's most dangerous by you. I realized the horror that struck the fisher fool's eyes. I first took one limb, but left him alive. I made him crawl like a dog before he died. The crowd is discussing the show. Overpass, City Hall. Still there. Quarter. Onlooker? Guy from the puppet show. Guess he followed my food recommendation. Oh hey, it's the Bean! What's up? How are you doing? Chelsea, it's fine. All I gotta do is get the can of beans ready. How are you? I'm doing good. I just had my mom came back from the mall and she went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I remember them for having some like good ass bread, and she brought some bread back. It's like the dark the brown bread that has like seeds on the bottom and some on the top. Yep, those are good. Have that with like a couple of like yogurt, um, strawberry lemonade fusion yogurt. Yeah, so good. All right. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Thanks for the rec. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope we know where to find a bathroom around here. Hi, hey, thanks for sending some business my way. No problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock? Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business. Show me a knock. That was the deal. Well, okay, but I only show you once. So, here, listen. You get it? That was a secret knock? Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? Really didn't have to ruin this man's intestines. Oh well. You take me there so you can hear me complain about the decor. Oh my god. Uh, yeah, we should like plan a day where we just go. You don't have cheesecake factories in American Dream, so I guess yeah, dude, the mall nearby us is fine. Yeah, went in the secret knock. Now run. Yeah. So in the demo, the game just ended when you open the door. So now we're inside. It's cool. Dolls, mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls, and tribal figurines clutter this display case. Shirts, novelty New Orleans themed T-shirts line the back wall. Boxes, unopened merchandise boxes are pushed through every corner of the room. Crouton. This cat looks. Why is Crouton here? Didn't I blast you off? Trinkets. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spills from the table. Books. An overpriced selection of travel guides, cookbooks, and haunted histories of New Orleans fills the shelf. Uh, Masks. Classic simulacra of ceremonial masks and hang on the wall. A crystal ball. Don't touch the ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch on my magic ball? Don't work like that, love. Now I got to clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating french fries. Greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them super dark people. Always coming around here looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands. Terrible. The app said I should come here? The app. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You drughead. I'm sorry. Is this the right place? It is, Butterhands. It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Now let's tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you were trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to be babysitting you, now that I got to clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. You even checked your shoes before you came in? DR3. My shoes are covered in dog shit. Go, bitch. Get out of my shop, little pothead. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck? That thing ain't real. And no. Trashy. Oh my god. Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Let him deal with you. So much for first impression, I guess. Touch it again? Hold on. If I touch it again, I want to see. I said, don't touch my ball, love. Who's this? Guessing you're Catherine? That's right. Was he debriefed you? Was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I call it, but sure. She could be kind of. He cast his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Rocket Shop should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. What's SuperDuck? What exactly is SuperDuck? It's a way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. Don't know why it exists. None of that. There are nodes all across the region. Points where you can speak with SuperDuck directly. These are all things Rosie should have filled you in on. Not surprised you didn't. Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with any of this? There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network. Probably the only reason she keeps it going. Doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. Have you been on Quack Job long? How long have you been using this app? I've been doing this since before there was an app. But Super says use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Quack Ego janitorial and paper supplies in Plant City. Also, I did earn some quack, whatever it's called. Whatever, right? It's downtown, East Eagle Wholesale. Oh, that's not going back inside. Oh, we need the thing. Does it change if I go closer? I want to see. Oh, it does. Wow. Okay, we're here. Traffic. A steady beat of traffic lights the sky along the causeway. The doors are locked. The office is closed. The biggest node in the network is inside this building. What's next? You met at the rendezvous point. So now what? Check your phone. Exhaust and everything. How'd you get involved with SuperDuck? It's all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was busting tables uptown. Couldn't swing rent. Had a kid to feed. Started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in Norco. Stole it right out of his office. Right to another house. The people there were just like me. Just like you how? They didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the head drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left. Ooh, that's a bit of a odd job to have. Go on. The galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. Okay. Erica said Blank went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. What's that? Wait. Your brother was headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Brother. Okay. I think I had, let's see. Finish Act 1, and we'll stop here for now. Um, so it doesn't feel like, hmm, from this point, from the demo's perspective, not much has changed besides a few additional tutorials and actions here and there, which I like it. It makes the flow more cohesive, but it's very interesting. We had to find out what happened to her mom and ignore when her dad died. So yeah, and had to find her brother. What's he up to? What was that thing in um the shop? What that was just weird.